Hello everybody and welcome to my Path of Exile Beginner's Guide. This is going to be part one and we're going to be looking at character creation. Now when you first go into creating a character, so let's just press the button here, you're going to be faced with three panels. Usually these will be filled with whatever the current league is. Now the league are almost like seasons, and these change I think about every 3 months. Currently we've got a new one that's going to be going live today, which kind of prompted me to make these beginners guides just in case people are starting to get in. If you're new to the game, I would always suggest picking this one. Hardcore isn't necessarily any harder. It just kind of means that if you die, you kind of go down here. So it's kind of like a bit of an elitist area to go. If you're pretty happy with going into that, that's all cool. You also have these options here as well. So you have hardcore in the standard league, and we'll talk about that in a second. And the solo self-found will also be on all of these, which is the basically option to play in single player. So you can play on your own if you wish to. And obviously we have standard hardcore, which drops you down to normal standard. So the standard league is like an ongoing league, and as they have new features come in the new leagues, they all get put into the standard league, as do characters that have been made in here. So when this new league comes out, my current character will be put into the standard league, and then the new league will be separate. In any case, once we get past here, we have a selection of classes. I'm going to name this lady the the witch. The witchy witch. Here we go. Just so that we've got it created, this will be loading in. So whilst it's doing that, I want to show you guys this. Now I don't want to get too far into builds here, just so that you guys can kind of see how things are working. So the passives, or the upgrades you can get on the passives grid, are separated into three rather large chunks. So at the top we essentially have intelligence-based skills. We have strength-based skills in the bottom left, and dexterity-based skills in the bottom right. This isn't obviously strictly true, but it is kind of how you'll see how all this is green, a lot of this is red, a lot of this is blue. That's pretty much how it is all separated. You can see kind of how it points that way on the characters as well. And your starting class essentially gives you a start location. But let's say I've started as a witch and I want to get some stuff from down here. There's nothing stopping me from kind of, as you can see, going along like a route to get something down here if that's what I want to do. But enough about builds. I just kind of want to show all of the start locations of the different characters. So you've got the duelist, which is between the strength and dexterity. You've got the marauder, which is basically pure strength. You've got the raider, the ranger, which is pure dex. The science starts in the middle. You don't unlock this one until later in the game, so don't worry about that too much. It's kind of aimed at being a bit more flexible for a bit more kind of advanced, whatever you want to do. Got the shadow, intelligence, and dex. I may try that one day. We've got the Templar, which is basically magic and strength. And then we have the witch, which I'm going to create here for you guys right now. Anyway, once you've decided which character it is you want to start with, go ahead and wake up. Skip all this tutorial stuff that's just here. Pick up your weapon. This guy's going to get attacked, and then you're going to want to kill this. It's going to drop you a skill gem. Now, depending on which character you've started out, you are going to get a set few pieces of gear as you go through this little tutorial area. But essentially, just run along the beach until you meet our first kind of like boss, if you would. We should get a chest first that contains like a support skill. Here we go. So this is just essentially the game trying to teach you how to do stuff. As you can see, I should probably explain a bit more about that, but I'll do that once we get past this dude. So just move on along. So once we get to Hillock, just give him a thrashing. You could obviously, if you really wish to, go around and kill everything in this area, but I really don't think it's worth it. I mean, it looks like we're getting good XP, but we're going to get more XP in the next area, and it is aimed at being quite a new friendly area. We're already getting some quite nice stuff there. So I'd probably pick up the gear that the Hillock drops, and then head on into Lionized Watch. Now to kind of complete the basics of everything that you're going to get right at the beginning of the game, you are going to want to talk to Tarkley, who's going to give us an extra skill. So think about what we were talking about before in terms of how you want to play your game. Now, I think a lot of these should be kind of geared at you as being a class. Now, I've always liked being a zombie kind of dude, but in my next one, I'm going to be a chaos damager. Just pick one of these that sounds good to you. You can get more skill gems they drop from enemies. Talk to these two guys here, which are going to get us our side quest, which we definitely want. And just to show, this will send us down here, and it's going to this one here even. This one's going to send us down here. This is how we find our quests, by the way. It's going to send into, I think it's the tidal island. Anyway, and then we're going to actually get a quest to get us a pretty cool potion, which I'll be covering in the next one. Between now and then, though, pick a skill point that sounds like it's going to be good for you. You will get a few what we call refund points. There isn't like a total respec, but you can unspend a couple of points. So early in the game, it's okay to like go out like down a branch or something, just to kind of have a try of how things feel. Just to make things faster, I'm going to be going with spell damage. Anyway, guys, that covers basic character creation. We have a new skill. I'm probably not really going to use it on this character. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See you then.